Fire is giving away a golf cart.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if somebody wants to take my $50 against cancer.
Well, they'll have it at the fair.
Well, lesson learned, if you leave in like 85-degree weather and it's super hot, you don't bring a sweatshirt or a towel or anything, you think you're fine.
Every time I ever go out on the boat, oh no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then it ends up, oh, I really wish I had a sweatshirt or a towel or something to.
Minnesota.
Yes.
We went to Duluth this weekend, stayed at the Marriott right across the bridge there. And we went out to see the fireworks, and same thing, everybody, or you try to, oh, God. So they're going up to the desk there, can we get another blanket? Everybody was huddling around blankets, but it was beautiful.
Just a couple more seconds here. All right, I've got 5 o'clock. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order and start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, moving on to roll call tonight, we have Councilmember Kill, Mayor Bombard in person, Councilmember Swanson is appearing virtually, and Councilmember Palmer is excused absent. Moving on, we will do item number 3 on the agenda, consideration and approval of the agenda.
So move.
Motion by
I'll
Dave.
second.
Second by Dan. Any further discussion? Hearing none, so the roll call vote. Dave?
Yes.
Dan?
Aye.
I will also vote yes, that motion carries. All right, moving on to public forum. This is an opportunity for citizens to present items to the council that are not on the agenda. Each presentation is limited to 3 minutes with a maximum of 15 minutes set aside. If your item needs follow-up from the city, staff will arrange for that. If you're here for public forum, please make your way to the podium, state your name and address, and council will hear your concerns. And we'll ask again if anybody would like to step forward for public forum. And we'll ask for a third and final time if anybody would like to step forward for public forum. Hearing none, we'll move on to business item number 5.1, review and consider approval of resolution 2026-32, approving county project within the municipal corporate limits of Pine City.
So we are looking for council to discuss and hopefully approve this resolution. This is required by the state because Pine County did a study, and so the county, city, and state are involved with this, and this is just a requirement put before us by the state that they're also contributing towards this project for the intersection light by Quick Trip.
Any questions, comments, concerns from council before?
I'm concerned I have Greg's not here, right?
Right, I did let him know, and he said that, you know, it was in the agenda, he's had his memo there, which pretty in detail explained what it was for, so he didn't think he needed to be here to also repeat that.
I guess my question really wasn't for Greg, I guess it was for staff. And the route for everybody to use while the intersection is closed. I guess some of my questions would have been for him, because I don't think the staff would know this, maybe they will, that what's the time frame? So how long is this going to be and what's going on, you know, as far as that goes, you know? So that was my question. I think the work has to be done, and apparently they have to close it for a month or 2 months.
Sounds like that, because SEH has met with staff several times now and debated which route they were going to take to make it the least uncomfortable.
Sure, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the route that they chose. So and I lived there long enough in that area to know how the traffic flows. Especially when we had construction on 10th and a couple other things. So no, I wouldn't agree with that. And I guess that's where I'd like to, you know, have some questions of that. We don't have staff here either, so I guess I'm not going to hold the project up for it, but I'm going to put some. I'd like to put a stipulation there that this needs to be discussed. The route, the closing route, needs to be discussed with. We're not approving. I will not approve the route of the detour route. I just won't. I don't, it's not accept, but there can be nothing but trouble if we go that route.
One of the questions I had about the detour route is who, and this may have been discussed at the staff level already, but has it been discussed, who's going to be responsible for managing the detour route? Making sure that we have access and throughways for vulnerable roadway users, managing signs. It'll be quite in my opinion, a well-traveled route, and it's going to require some managing and hopefully with our law enforcement partners, a little bit more patrolling of that too. That's some of the feedback that I've received, and just wanted to pass those concerns and questions along.
I agree with you, Dan. That was some of the stuff, and I didn't bring that up now because I would bring that up with staff with our questions. I think there's a way to do it, and it would be with signage. It would be with I think there's going to have to be some no parking along some of those streets, most of them probably, and that's going to make things rough for a lot of people. But there is ways of doing it. Go ahead.
They did a good job of laying out what the signage is going to be on the traffic control plan, in my opinion. It's kind of hard to read, just kind of the way it's flip-flopped around, but it's something I'm familiar with. So, I mean, I feel comfortable with the signage that's going to be in place. I'm just more concerned to making sure that somebody's managing the route, because those things, sign gets hit, kid kicks it over, wind blows, there's just things that happen to that kind of stuff throughout the day. And from what I can tell on the paperwork that we were provided, the closure looks to be from about the middle of September till spring of 2027. So I don't know if that'll be a full-time closure. So, and again, there's a very good chance these conversations have already happened at the staff level and those plans are in place. I just think they're worth conversing.
All right, and I agree with that too, because I'm getting the same questions probably that you're getting, and I have no way to answer because that's just all I get. All I can see is what the plans say. I don't have any idea what the contingencies are for any of that, and I think that has to be laid out pretty clearly. We know we got to do the project. It's not a problem. I think, and one of the things, the concerns I had with the plans showing the route was the amount of turns, and I don't know how many of these people have driven semis with 50-foot, 30-foot trailers, and I've driven plenty of them. That is not going to work. Not the way they have it laid out. You want to keep them a continuous, constant turn the right one way or the other, not both ways, and that is not going to work going both ways. So that's just my opinion. I'll just see catastrophes and one after another if we don't straighten this out. So
Greg will be at the July 15th meeting.
These are called growing pains, right, Mr. Hill? This is
well, I guess it's growing pains, but I don't want to see anybody hurt. I guess that's part of the. I mean, we need to make this as smooth as possible because this is going to be a serious hit for a lot of these businesses. I mean, I think they're going to, people are going to maybe shy away from that intersection because of that, or the detour, and that bothers me a lot more than anything. But I don't know. I understood that it would be after they got the work this fall done, that they would probably open it up again. I'm not positive of that. But that's the way I kind of interpreted it. But you said you understand the plans a little more than I do. So I guess that's why I want to break there.
So just looking at the signs and stuff, the traffic control plan as far as the signs go, but like I said, it's just, for me, it's vulnerable roadway users. What are we going to do if we run, is this detour route going to be in place during snow removal? And again, more than likely stuff that's been discussed at the staff level, just things that just discussion points.
That's all I got for now.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I agree. I think we need to make sure this is done carefully. If Greg is going to be at the next meeting, I think we could
Have a section for more discussion on this.
discussion about the detour plan, but still, if we can approve discuss the funding resolution and then take it from there.
I don't think approval of the motion, of the work is, we're not okay in all of it as far as I'm concerned.
I think we're just approving the funding at this
Right.
point. That's how I read the motion.
Okay.
I would make a motion to pass resolution 2026-32 as written.
I'll second that.
Motion from Dan, second from Dave. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to the roll call vote. Dave,
Yes.
Dan,
Aye.
I will also vote yes, that motion carries.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. That's all you need from us for that, item, correct? All right, would someone like to make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by Dave.
I'll second.
Second by Dan. Any further discussion? Hearing none, Dave,
Yes.
Dan,
Aye.
I will also vote yes, that motion carries.
Perfect. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Yeah, thanks, Ed. Keep forgetting. Remote, we gotta.
Yeah,
We gotta
and then
go
I
through